Thas in our grand finals. Our little foreign invader leaving. Next, Dan and TD left. So who of our PA people is going to meet Thas in grands? Yeah, I wanted to take a break. You wanna hop on here with I'm sorry, Evan. Yeah, I need to use the bathroom, so. Unless, are you taking a break too, Evan, or?
No.
Okay, yeah, I need to go take a bathroom break. I might play some games with people.
I definitely play a lot more practice. It's been a little like Switch, but I also Switch as well.
Yeah. Yeah, go get it, yeah. Alright, have fun, guys. Make sure to switch the,
Yeah, I got it. There's one guy do like the Pokemon card way match things if anyone wants to play me, so I probably won't get really any more games today, but it's just a learning experience.
I wanted to support the scene, but in my mind, I'm like,
Capsule active.
Are already in with TD and Dan as Losers semifinals is underway. I know Dan is it's a player who you wouldn't expect the things he does to work, but just generally it looks funny, but until you actually play against him. Right now he's got a commanding 72 on TD. Of course, Lucina's advantage is fantastic, and TD really could make the most of it, but he is in a ledge trap situation at the moment, and Incineroar packs revenge, making it even worse. Not a good start for our TD. As we go on further, to side B, a Alolan Whip is going to get the first stock of the set, and TD is way behind, coming into the second stock. Gets the side B out, though. Let's see how he gets this neutral done. Dan scoops under the nair with Nugbear and gets a little bit off it, and TD responding with some of his own. Oh, the S-Smash, not going to connect. That neutral B is so deceptive. And Yuppie Shield going to beat out that nair. What's the ledge trap game? Oh, up B goes over the ledge. That's not going to work. And TD will get the edge guard. And we are back to a 34-0. 2 stock apiece. Not as bad as it used to be, and TD has the lead, but both of them screw up. It's going to be last stock.
Jeez. Just a wasted stock on both parts.
And it could be trouble for one of the sides if they can't adapt too well, because that means the game will inevitably go faster. And this could favor Dan, whose character might be more scary in the close range runs. And right now, he might be proving me right. We have some trouble for TD as he has that ledge, but gets the up tilt, and he is going to get a further juggle opportunity up, but not quite now. The ledge trap game coming from Dan. He's going to sit in that roll distance, trying to cover the platform. He goes off the stage, not going to work out, and TD, does not get that done. As it's a scary position for TD, but as long as they can cover themselves, it'll be fine. The revenge not going to work. The up B trying to beat the revenge out, but did not hit the ledge, and it only got the sour spot off it. Dan punishes that on hit with the dash attack, and now it'll be game 1 for DanTheMan. Moving into game 2. Aside from that really rough start and a really wacky middle, Dan was able to close out the set of the game. That was a whole roller coaster of emotions just being pulled out in droves.
This is the 9th time Dan and TD have met in a bracket setting. Dan has the lead being 8-0 against TD.
Wait, they met 9 times. How is it 8-0?
This is the 9th.
We have number 9 on here. And yeah, TD had a rough start in the beginning, but outside of that, it looked very even. Looked to see TD potentially take a game and maybe it's set for this one. We go to Battlefield here. I like the counter pick here. Lucina is so threatening with those platforms and juggle opportunities. And her disadvantage isn't great, but that's definitely shored up by this stage. And the first Alolan Whip to come out of this game does the job. Oh, Dan going for a Hail Mary spike, and there's a bit of spaghetti going on. And neither's really going to get the advantage too hard, although TD got more damage off it. We have left side position. TD tries to go high, gets hit by a couple up airs, and get Dan with the chase. They're both at 69, ready to go. And the forward tilt misses out, and the down tilt is going to set TD up for a potential edge guard here. Not going to work. And the ledge trap position, look at that neutral B. You think it'd be so punishable, but with those hits and the amount of duration it takes, it can throw up so many people off guard, including TD. And Yuppie not going to be an edge guard here. Up smash not going to be punishable there. And that is a rough stock for TD. Dan is going to get that
I
done.
was just about to ask. Okay.
As we see the side B from TD taking that first stock away from Dan. It's still a very close game, and we can see the comparisons for game 1 to game 2, just how close it is compared to last time. And barring some odd moments, this should be close for the entire set. As I'd say, Dan has been great in these chase scenarios where after he gets the hit, he is really good at getting TD's option after the hit done. And watch for that in the set. We got the dash attack first option. First time he's done that, that's a good thing to put in there. And the low and whip gonna knock out the second stock out here. And TD has some ground to make up in his second game. The shield breaker not gonna work. Dan spot touches it on reaction. The edge guard potential not gonna happen. Buck gets a little bit of a fair to make it on stage safely. The down tilt, no down smash gonna work out there. And Dan just gonna get that up with a simple dash attack to bring it out to a 12% lead off the bank. And of course, Dan might not be at the one stock margin here, but is very close to a TD stock if he can land that hit, and that's if is the most important aspect to it that there ever could be, and he's already had his percent piled on by Dan with these juggle situations being put on display here. Incineroar, a surprisingly strong juggle game, and the down tilt a bit too far to really get too much off it. The Nair is not going to kill, and that's what TD would really want right now. You don't want hits, you want kills, and that's not what he's getting right now. And the alone whip going to shake up the opportunity a bit. Getting Dan on stage safely, and the revenge coming out. Can it be capitalized? Yes, it will. Dan living on that stock forever as TD struggled to take that second stock the entire way through, and Dan just chipping away, and that'll be a second game for DanTheMan. We got some trouble brewing in the atmosphere as TD down 2-0 against DanTheMan. Dan playing this really smart. You can see his after hit option being so good there, but I think his neutral is something understated as well. He's being really aggressive here, I think. And I think that might be throwing TD off. He was a bit more of a defensive, hold-backy player. TD going back to Battlefield, still like this choice. And yeah, we got the first hits here. Bit of rough around the edges here. They're going rough. TD, first snare in. Going for a potential edge guard early. Into a ledge trap. I like that. Get the back air to cover other options, and then the grab to cover roll. And he's still in advantage state. Lucina and TD's advantage states together are absolutely a soup of amazing broil. And they are out here making it work. Soups don't broil, but TD makes them broil. That's how good he is at this. As Dan trying to fire back with some hits of his own. TD, can he get the lead for the first time and say yes? An easy back air off that side B. Incineroar's recovery is definitely gotten better as time goes on, not only through buffs, but through Incineroar players themselves and the risk it takes to punish it, but it has exploitability that some recoveries simply do not have, and TD punishes it there. As Dan trying to get his own. Oh, that was almost beautiful, but he had to recover himself. Not quite there, and the up throw will not kill either. TD, oh, that jump not going to work out for him as Dan gets the late hit at the forward air, and that's going to do it. The revenge gets caught out, and TD has a huge opportunity here. Misses it out with the Nair, but on the ground hits the side B. Oh, I like that walk back into the back air. TD has some amazing momentum going on, and the side B tiptoes it a bit to see if it would work, and that was all advantage. He was in the moment there for that entire situation. And TD has a big lead. Oh, we see that tech chase on the back. Oh, he is all over DanTheMan right now. And I don't think that back throw is going to just wait him at all. TD, he is on rails right now. If we're getting to, and not like the mag life, he is really on those rails going at Mallard speed 137. And he is out here wrecking the competition, and that is going to be a whole heaping, helping of ass whooping. TD is going to take. Wait, can I say that on the stream?
I don't know.
It'll be on the stream regardless.
It's Twitch, so as long as you don't say Twitch words, I think it's fine.
Yeah, but TD just laid into Dan that game, and he'll have to respond in part. Because if that's the kind of momentum TD has just for that one game, it'll be rough for Dan going forwards. But Dan obviously has taken those 2 games. He knows what it's like to win, and he is no stranger to losing as well. He knows how to take these situations, and so does TD. They're here for a reason. Loses semis action, and it continues. They're going to Dan counter picks Halabastion for this one. As they're going, I think TD, his advantage state got way better. His neutral did get a little bit better, but I think it was his advantage state that fully blossomed into that third game. And we're going to see if he can continue that up. And Dan, he didn't quite get the combo off that downer, but he did get the grab afterwards. He's gotten plenty of grabs this game, definitely. And Incineroar being a grappler, you would expect that to for sure. But it's, of course, understated just how many grabs you can get in the game when someone is looking out for those kind of options. Like right there, you saw that low whip get scattered out by TD. It is impressive at just how many he can land. That tech chase forward smash, he was doing a down smash, but this did not work game one. I really like the adaptation there, and TD is going to be awarded the first stock. Dan trying to get out of this advantage with that neutral B, not really going to work out for him, and he's in a ledge trap position. TD tries to go for a bucket with down air, not really going to work out. But at the moment, he's still in that advantage state that he is best at, and we'll see how he can continue to pile on the damage. Ooh, yeah, crouching under the low and whip, and he is further getting Dan into hot water. But Dan has the ledge trap opportunity now, and this is needed. Oh, he parries the shield breaker, but no punish afterwards. The low and whip comes out off the down tilt. Little slow in the reactions there for TD, but that's something what DanTheMan needs. Reactions is so important, but the mental stack can make it so tough to react to those certain types of situations, and that's what Dan can bank on right now. If TD needs to rely on those multitude of things, it'll be so hard for him to fight Incineroar. And in this situation, it's not Dan that's necessarily going to be reacting more, because he is the character that has to commit more to get his interactions going. And with Incineroar's, he did not work out there. But Dan not able to get the punish. He does get a revenge though. Can he get something off it? Yes, he can. Oh, brutal. 14-69. And that is going to tip the scale into DanTheMan's favor just a little bit, but not completely though. He is still majorly behind. It's 177. But the own whip, could this kill? Yes, wow, it does. All that rage, full bar, and Dan is right back in the hunt with this Incineroar on the prowl, as he is juggling TD to high heaven right now just for a bit, up to 35, and the revenge not going to get punished off the TD. He might be a bit flustered right now. Something's arise. As the up B comes out, obviously, no punish on that. It's such a hard move to punish, but yeah, that's going to be punished at back air. There needs to be some composure in TD. We saw a little bit of the high APM with those moves, and that might not be the best thing to do. There's got to be some breaks in those gases, and that's what TD would need. But sometimes you just need to go pedal for the metal and floor it, and that's what TD needs to figure out. The composure versus the gas, and the all whip would not kill for DanTheMan, as he's just trying to get those few chips in. TD, his win condition right now would be a tech chase or edge guard, and DanTheMan, it would just be a mirror low and whip. And those are the win conditions right now. I love that. You expect this high beat from that so often, but not in that case. Dan recovers fully, and that's so important to realize, because TD edge guarding is so important to his game, and DanTheMan is going to catch that recovery back on the stage with an F tilt, and he takes TD down, put him on the trailer 3-1. Dan advances.
I'm not sure if we're going to give it a couple minutes for Dan to...
It doesn't seem like it.